Hey Libras, Christina here with Ginger Mama Tarot, and I have April Tarotscope for you. Let's leave those out right now. So it is 8:08 on the clock. Many of you might be seeing repeating numbers. Uh, you know, over the course of our ascension journey, oftentimes in the beginning of our awakening, we start to see things like 1010, 1111, 999, 888, 555, repeating numbers that are the same. As we ascend, we start to see things like 755, 633. There's repeating numbers at the end. And as we become close to our manifestations, we start to see mirrored numbers like 808. So that makes me wonder with each of you, or 101. They're mirrored numbers like that. It makes me wonder if that's possibly you. So we have the High Priestess coming out right now. I hope my camera quality is okay. I am new to this, and my daughter already is asleep, but my son's watching a movie, so I can't go upstairs. So we'll hope this works. But we have the High Priestess here, which tells me you are really following your intuition. I love this Queen of Wands. Whoever you are, you're in this like fiery, passionate, driven energy of like, I can do anything. But what might be stopping you? It's like you have all these dreams, but Libras as air signs, sometimes you overthink. And so you're not taking the action forward yet. And that's what you're being called to do. It looks like you've had a lot of pain in the past, a lot of sadness. But you're being called to take a forward action to whatever this new endeavor is, situation is. You have the courage and the strength to do it. I know sometimes these things can be really scary, putting yourself out there. I know for me, starting this whole journey and like openly speaking about it was a lot. But when you trust the magic, I am telling you what comes in: the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Cups. And I was channeling, what's funny about this straight card, I didn't even say it because I got distracted with my son before I got on here. I was channeling this like lion energy for you. It was like this pacing back and forth. And I know the strength card is Leo energy, but that's the energy I was channeling for Libras. It was like this pacing back and forth, almost like waiting, like you're close to something, but you're like still in some type of cage about it. And the cage is you. The cage is your mind. The cage is you believing you have limitations outside of yourself, and you do not. I think that's really hard for people to grasp, but yeah, it's 8:11 on the clock as I think about like the cage and these bars. All the answers are within you. And so oftentimes we seek outside validation, and we don't just surrender and say, okay, I'm going to just trust my intuition. I am the High Priestess. Your intuition's on point, by the way. But many of you, what you're doing is you're not yet cutting out people, places, or things in your life. Like you're so close. It's like you've made steps to learn and grow logically, but you've not taken the action to take the sword and be like, not that, I'm choosing this. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean? All right, yeah, and a Knight of Cups here reversed. Like you're not taking an action. And so the way we feel better, the way we ascend, the way we open our chakra systems, the way we align is always by taking an action. Every time you take an action, you're going to celebrate. Me, I have my YouTube channel up tonight. I already have subscribers and views and likes and comments, and I am like, this has been a dream of mine, but for some reason I had a limitation in my mind that told me it was going to take so long to get to that level. And God was like, Christina, what the heck? No, it doesn't. You do that today. And that's where you need to get in that state of like, I do the action right now when I feel called. And I did that today, and here I am. And I'm just so jazzed. And then you celebrate, like I'm gonna celebrate tonight. But anyways, you're out of your head. Like, get out of your head, okay? Walk forward to whatever your intuition is calling you to do. I just think some of you, it's like the clarity issue here. We have a Page of Swords. It's like this energy, like you found this new sword, right? And you're like, I don't know what to do with it. It's like almost like you're embarrassed by it. Like I sense this timidness, this trepidation of like, I don't know if I really want to like, it's like, no, pick up the damn sword and just start slicing shit. See what happens. Okay? Because you got to look at your life at some point and be like, How am I going to heal my broken heart? How am I going to heal the things in my life that didn't go the way I wanted them to? Whether that's a career or a love interest or friends or family, how am I going to heal from this? How am I going to put me first? And how am I going to move forward? Because right now, the universe is trying to give you all these options. The universe is trying to give you a new beginning. The universe is saying when you trust, all your chakras are going to open. You're going to be like, oh my God, now I understand. I can channel with source. I have all this clarity that literally I possess all of the answers in the entire universe. And I know that's crazy because you're like, how is that possible? It is, I assure you. And that's also what collective consciousness is. Like, begin to tap into that, okay? Look at this. I love this. Wish fulfillment, hope. This is such a beautiful energy. Like, have hope that your wishes will be fulfilled because they will. Period. Plain and simple. The universe does not make promises that it cannot keep. It wants all of you happy and free flying and floating in the stars. God confirming. In my deck, the way I read tarot, this is not always traditional, but the Ace of Pentacles is the hand of God. This cloud right here, we go down the pearly gate or down the yellow brick road to the pearly gates or to the, I keep saying pearly gates. Pearls might be significant to you. Pearls. Or like, even, like, but like oysters or like the water, like the ocean, like that's feeling really significant to someone. Tap into that energy. Like flow with the tides is kind of what I'm hearing. You know what I mean? Like in and out. Like this is life. This is how this works. Things are a little, and then they go in. And when you learn to be in alignment and flow, you flow in and out with the tide. You don't get into mental prison. You don't like get in a scarcity mindset or a lack mindset. You don't end up in tower moments. But when you refuse to flow in and out gently with that tide and just trust it's all in your best interest, then you do spin into tower moments, okay? So try to stay grounded with yourself. I just feel like many of you need to get out in nature. I'm picturing someone like sitting on a park bench, like the warm sun on their face, and like they take off their sunglasses, and you close your eyes and like you look towards the sun, and there's like some black dots or orbs, and you just let the sun take it. You just send it, okay, source, okay, and you float all the fears, anxieties, worries, any past attachments, you just keep floating it to the sun, right? Time stops. Like many of you need to sit in that stillness energy for a little bit. Really be still and think about what your next step is and then take the action. I talk about this so much with my viewers. Once you sit in stillness and you ask your heart, you ask your higher self, you ask your spirit guides, your ancestors, right when you have the answer of the action step, then you take it. Like right now, my third eye is going crazy. Like today, with this YouTube channel, I sat in stillness because I was frustrated trying to figure out what action step I was supposed to be taking. And when I realized it was the YouTube channel, it was like, okay, I'm going to get my son where he needs to be. I'm going to get ready. I got my computer out. I got my logo. I got it set up. I went upstairs. I took a shower. I got ready. I was like, here we go. And I did it all, bam, bam, bam. And I am telling you, within 4 hours, it was up and running. It was great. And that's the thing, though. The source doesn't want you working hard, okay? They don't want life to be hard. They want to flow with you. They want to say, sit in stillness, honey. Let us help you get to your highest timeline. And then we're going to have you flow with that. And so please, sit in stillness. But then the issue is many of you, air signs especially, I'm calling you out, you tend to hear the message and then you overthink. And that is also like the ego, that matrix mindset, like no way it could be that possible. No way it could be that easy. And I assure you it can. Many of you have already totally broken chains to darker, things in your life, or people or places or things or addictions, whatever it might be. You've pushed that away. But, don't push away what the universe is trying to bring you. Surrender fully. And do the thing. Yeah, 818 on the clock as I say this. With those numbers, you guys are at a really pivotal point with these numbers the way I'm seeing them during my reading. I haven't said that on any of my other readings about the numbers. So yeah, you have a new beginning here. But many of you, you're being called to travel forward towards this, to take the action towards what it is that you want, whether it's a career or a relationship. You already know what the answer is. So I really like this reading for all of you. Um, Something to do with stripes might be relevant. Stripe. A train horn goes off. Stripes. Um, it's fascinating. A lot of images I have, I see. Yeah, okay, God. I see like stripes, lines. I see them in clouds a lot, things like that. And that might be something you too are going to begin to see as like a sign for you, or or just stripes on someone's shirt, or just stripes. And recognize that those stripes, they really indicate the balance of light and dark, and how we always think of them as polarity, and they're not. They're mixed in. Okay, it's like if you look at stripes that are black and white, and they don't look like that in my images. They're a little bit more like, it doesn't matter. But the point is like they're combined. They're all one, or it's like a checkerboard if you want to think of it like that. Like dark and light is constantly intermingled. Okay, and we have to get to a place where we're in a place of unconditional love for ourselves and others, and understanding that we're always all moving along this chessboard doing the best that we can. Sometimes it's a little bit darker, sometimes it's a little bit lighter, but if we can hold space and unconditional love for ourselves and for others, we know that people will always move in due time, to the light, and then maybe fall back. And you're never going to be perfect. None of us are ever going to ascend and like not make a mistake. Myself included, trust me. I make mistakes all the time. It's about what you're going to do with it. So many of you, you're being called to communicate your truth with other people and to move forward, and you will be emotionally fulfilled, okay? So please don't overthink it, Libras. You got this, okay? I know you're trying to balance everything. You're like, but don't worry about balancing anyone else. Balance what you want. What makes you feel calm? That's the question. What makes you feel calm and balanced? And go towards that, okay? I love all of you. Have a wonderful, beautiful day and a wonderful Easter, okay? This